What is up, everybody? It's the Bearded Man. I'm doing a little bit of an analysis or review of the Wasteland Workshop official trailer. So let's get right into it. I believe it was... Take in mind this is in real time right now. Get rid of that. Right here. This is one part right here that I found very interesting. Now, a lot of other people will probably be doing this as well, and a lot of other people will probably point out the same things I have pointed out. This is just a trailer, so we don't honestly know 100% what all is coming out, but here is some of the stuff that's coming out. Such as, maybe, from what it looks like from this, being able to stack vehicles as a defensive wall, which, in my opinion, will make it a lot more viable and a lot more fun to make them for like the cages, because I know that there's going to be a fighting arena type thing, like people versus like say a Deathclaw or something like that, and you can use like these cars or these buses that's in the background here as a means of walling off the area, making a little arena, then maybe making seats on top of them. I don't know, it has like a Mad Max in the Thunderdome type feel to it, and I really like that. Moving on to about here, you get to make your own gardening plots. Now this right here I like, because it means that me as the gamer can choose where to put my food in the game, which will help with organization and help it keep your settlement a lot more neat and nice and actually look like a good settlement. Because I know for a fact that me and my food areas, they're just all over the place. I just have food all over the place and all that goodness. Then we move on to this right here. You can actually make your own decontamination arc. What these do for you is they get rid of what, well, from what it looks like it will do, and from the name of what it is, it looks like it will get rid of radiation for you. Now this is amazingly good. Also, if we go by this, do you see on the right hand corner right here, that looks like one of the generators you can get a fusion core out of. Are we going to maybe possibly be able to make larger generators? Maybe. We don't know this though. That is not confirmed. That is just a theory. But yes, as you can see, I'll show this little bit of a clip right here real quick. Presses it, goes on through, and more than likely just got decontaminated. Moving on. With this area right here, I actually paused at a really good point, it shows you can make concrete foundations, concrete buildings. That's nice because I really like how concrete looks in this game, and I would really like to have more concrete buildings. Then we move on, showing a little area. It's all decorated, a few drugs out here and there and stuff, booze and all that things and stuff like that. A box right here. Now this is interesting. The box is labeled guns. This I find interesting. Can you label your boxes now? Like, that might not be like a really big thing, but label your storage and maybe it will help you be more organized, at least in my opinion. As you can see in multiple areas, it says guns here, storage here. I can't read this one right here, but it looks like it has more words here. Again, all of these might be a possible way of keeping your settlement organized a little bit better. Well, moving on. This part I rather like. This right here is a nice little trap in my opinion. They're adding new traps and I really like that. Then on the right side of it, it appears, because I haven't seen those in the game yet, maybe they are in the game, but the words, the neon lettering on the right hand side there might be new, and I kind of like it because it adds a little bit more flair to the game and makes it a little bit more freaky. Because, I don't know, it just seems, I don't know, I might do like a Saw, like little build, make it like the Saw movie. I don't know, it would be really fun. The traps range from saw blade trap, as you can see here, which what it appears to do is go across a set beam, go straight across it, and just cut people down. It appears very interesting. Then there's a few other traps. Here's one of them. A spring trap. Now, as it says on the top right here, as you can see it, a spring-loaded impaling trap. This I kind of like because it's more than likely a pressure plate. They hit the pressure plate and then get hit by a massive amount of force and more than likely would kill them. Not sure, depends on the enemy. Moving on from that, we get these. These are spike traps that are in the floor. This I really like. I really like how they did it. I really like how it looks because of how it's just shows them being shot up through the floor into the enemies. If I can get a good one. This person just got hit by one of the traps. This person got hit by the saw blade. Cut him down. There's also what appears to be a flamethrower hooked up in the side there with a like metal grate for it to shoot through, which is interesting. Then moving on. This is a Mirelurk cage. You need a Mirelurk egg. You need 4 of them, is what it looks like. You need steel, copper, and gears. Steel, copper, and gears, easy enough. The eggs is what I'm more curious about, because eggs, they're kind of iffy to get, because you have to find where they're at. But as you can see on the bottom here, cages, large cages. This means that we can get multiple different kinds of cages. At least to me, that's what it means. This isn't confirmed, but from what that says right there, basically there's going to be different sized cages for different sized animals. So that's a lot of large cages. I really am curious what they have inside those cages. We move on a little bit, if I can find it. I think it's right here. That's the part that I wanted to get to. That is a Mirelurk that turned invisible. I personally have not seen one of those yet, so maybe a new type of enemy. Not sure about that, but if anyone knows about that type of Mirelurk, please tell me, because I've never actually seen that type that turns invisible. That's really interesting. It looks like it's an irradiated Mirelurk King, which would make sense because I've actually never seen one of the Mirelurk Kings that are irradiated like that. So maybe it is already in the game, I'm not sure. Then we move on. This is right here. Beta Wave Emitter. You need Animal Friend and you need Wasteland Whisperer. Now that's interesting that you need that. It will more than likely allow for you to be able to control the caged animal as maybe a guard? Maybe you could set it to guard your settlements. I'm not sure. As you can see though, we have the beta wave emitter here, but then there's something else on the right hand side. I'm not sure what that is because they have not said what that is in this trailer from what I've been able to see. Here's a regular Mirelurk King, or maybe a deep sea Mirelurk King, I'm not sure. Right here is a dog cage. As you can see, small cages. Yes, I was correct. Okay, so they have multiple size cages. I'm curious what's in the medium size cage, but you need canned dog food. Alright. That's interesting that you need that. Moving on. Cat cage. You need soft shell Mirelurk meat. Okay. So these are a few different ways that you can get these creatures. That is good to know. Because personally I want to get all these right off the bat, which means I'm going to have to start going in and getting all of these materials to be able to get these animals and all that stuff. Like I'm sure everyone else wants to. As you can see, little cat right there. Cool, cool, cool. Moving on. This is where I like what I see here. For a few different reasons. You have people lined up. Maybe it increases the settlement's happiness. Maybe it also increases the settlement's revenue. The thing I like about this is the person in the center there, which we'll see in just a little bit, is actually what appears to be Preston Garvey, which is a companion. So can you have your companions fight inside of the arena? I'll get to that in a moment. But do you see right here, if you can see my mouse, in about the middle of the screen, there's that other pylon. It's not the beta wave, it's the other one. I don't know what that is, and I'm really curious what that is. Maybe it makes them hostile. Who knows? Moving on. As you can see, you see claw right here, so we can make the assumption that that is a death claw inside of it. Moving on. Death claw. Yes. Live death claw fights. As you can see in the left-hand corner over here, it shows with neon lettering, live death claw fights. On the right-hand corner over here, which is right here, you can see a little tiny, what looks to be a garbage can with a fire in it. Which appears to be able to be made, which will be nice if we can make that, because that would be really nice. Also, if you see right here, it appears to be a street pole. It might not be, but we will see. I really like how they did this though. Look at that death claw. Look at that. Come on out, come on out. Yep. Let me see if I can get a good position here. Yes, look right there. That is Preston Garvey. At least in my opinion, that looks like Preston Garvey. It has his laser rifle. I mean, not laser rifle. His crank-operated laser musket. That's it. I don't really use those weapons. That's why I did not know what those are called for a second there. But yeah, that looks like Preston Garvey of the Minutemen to me. Anyway, which means maybe companions can fight. I believe that is a trophy on the wall, which is interesting. Which, yeah, trophies. You can claim them as trophies and put them on the wall. That is actually really interesting. And I kind of like that. It adds more to the game. It's just showing off a few of the things right here that you could probably be able to do with what's going on. As you can see, again, the neon lettering. That I really like because it adds more creativity to the game and all that greatness. It's pretty interesting how they did this. Anyway, we all know it's by Bethesda and all that goodness. Anyway, if you enjoyed this trailer, I hope you all have an amazing day. Hit the like button and subscribe if you want more daily content. This was just a trailer review. I can't wait to actually see the full content, because maybe I'll do maybe a small little series after the Automatron DLC series is done, that I already have going. I might leave a link in the description to that if you want to see it. I only have the first episode up right now. But yeah, hope you all enjoyed this. If you did, subscribe for more daily content. It always helps if you watch the video all the way through, because it just helps me know that someone actually enjoys my content. If you like it, that helps me know that as well. Anyway, have an amazing day. See you all in the next video. And yeah, peace out, people.